On STP, I had it on my helmet.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, mic check. Can you guys hear me out there? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Awesome. I'd like to welcome you guys aboard the Wild Thing. You've just embarked on a 10.5-mile journey of beautiful scenic Upper Wisconsin dells.
Oh, they have a camera here.
Yeah.
You guys picked the prettiest day of the year to come out and see the river here.
Oh, it's a beautiful.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and pick things up.
Are you rolling? Are you rolling? Here we go, that's it.
Oh my God, I love this one.
I'm scared, slow down!
Here we go.
How big is this? Flying low.
Start us out.
Ooh, that was holding on through.
You gotta look at that like in the wind.
To the dells. This portion of water we're sitting on right now is 115 feet deep, making it the deepest portion of the river here. Now this large rock over to the right of the boat, large rock cliff there, that is High Rock. Every year us jumbo pilots and tour guides climb up to the top of High Rock, see who's going to be the brave one and jump off first. I was the first one off this year. Now if you look at High Rock, way down here at the bottom by this little pine tree, that's where I jumped. A lot higher once you get up there, guys, trust me. Over to the left of the boat now, this is Romance Cliff. Now Romance Cliff gets its name because some folks say you can't see a heart planted right there in that sandstone. Large crack right down the middle of it. Don't worry if you guys can't see it, maybe you're just not romantic enough. Or maybe you just think it looks like a great big old butt crack. And back to the right of the boat now, this 10-foot tall sandstone structure hanging out on the ledge here. This is Chimney Rock. Now Chimney Rock gets its name from the old stick and mortar chimneys. If your chimneys look like that today, you guys might want to get those inspected. Or maybe they look like a nice tall stack of buttermilk pancakes. And our last formation up here before we speed things up is going to be at the clearing in the trees. You guys might see a large rock sticking out. Blackhawk's nose, cracking the rock above the nose for his eyes, slanted rock at the top of the forehead. And the trees trees at the top make up a Native American ceremonial headdress. This is Black Hawk's profile. Now, Chief Black Hawk was known for the Black Hawk War of 1832 when he tried to overthrow the American government. After losing several battles to southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois, Black Hawk retreated up the river here, where they found him hiding out just a couple short years later on an island, which would be our next point of interest, Black Hawk's Island. Here we go.
Big stars breaking out through the indigo, shedding wind coming in and steady. Sailboats disappearing on a mile, down the canyon road. Losing yourself in the
Alright, over to the left of the boat now. This is Black Hawk Island. This is supposedly where they captured old Black Hawk after the Black Hawk War. Black Hawk's Island is about 250 acres, all of which are owned by the state. Which means there's no hunting on Black Hawk, which is good for the wildlife there. We got quite the population of white-tailed deer, black bear, brown bear, Smokey the bear. Never know what you guys might see out here today. And this portion of the river we're traveling through right now is known as the Narrows. Now the Narrows gets its name because it's the narrowest portion of the river here today at just about 50 feet wide at its narrowest point. Coming up on the right of the boat now, these are Canadian hemlock trees. Now this is the furthest south you'll find these trees because they do prefer the cooler weather. As you can see, they've already started to wither away.
Go through here at high speed.
We're now coming up to what's known as the Navy Yard. If you guys look to the right of the boat, slightly over your right-hand shoulder, you might notice some of these rock formations resemble the bows and sterns of sunken ships. This is the Devil's Elbow. The Devil's Elbow might not seem too treacherous today, but back in the 1800s, many lumbermen lost their lives right here on the elbow, trying to navigate their rafts here to haul lumber to the downtown Dells area. It wasn't until 1909 when they built the Kilbourne Hydroelectric Dam that raised the water level here on the upper Wisconsin River by about 27 feet, making the Narrows and the elbow a little bit safer to pass through. Now, before this was the Wisconsin Dells, it was called Kilbourne City, named after a man named Byron C. Kilbourne, the same man who built that dam in the downtown area. Now, the locals here, they didn't like Mr. Kilbourne too much because he did own all the business here in the Dells, so once he passed away, they renamed it to the Wisconsin Dells. meaning land of the overpriced gift shops. I'm just playing, guys. Wisconsin comes from the Native American word Wisconsin, meaning dark raging waters. The word dells comes from the French word delays, meaning flat layered rock. And if you guys will look towards the shorelines now, you'll see some of this flat layered rock. This is known as Cambrian Potsdam sandstone. Found only 3 places in the world here in the Wisconsin Dells: Potsdam, Germany, from which it got its name, and Zurich, Switzerland. Now, the sandstone does have many layers, and each one of the layers here are anywhere from 100 to 1,000 years old. That's my buddy Dylan over there to the left driving the Harrier. Let's give him a great big shout and wave. Now, a little bit about the boat you guys are riding on today. This is the Wild Thing #1. This is our newest boat in our fleet of jet boats. At about 40 feet long, 14 feet wide, powered by 3 Chevy big block engines, giving us well over 400 horsepower each and making me the fastest thing on the water here today. This passage of water over to the left of the boat, this is the old riverbed. Now, the old riverbed does wrap all the way around Black Hawk Island, but I can't take you guys back there today though, because it does get pretty shallow at about 6 inches deep. Last time I went up there, I sucked up a whole bunch of sand in my blowers, got stuck on a sandbar, and my boss was not too happy with me. I think I'll stick to the main river today. Coming up on the right of the boat now is another passage of water. This is Coldwater Canyon. Coldwater gets its name because you can go back there on a hot summer's day and temperatures will get about 10 to 15 degrees cooler. Now, our last formation up here before we speed things up again is a large piece of sandstone that's fallen off the cliff. This is known as the Giant Shield. Over to the right of the boat now. We do use this Giant Shield here as a high water marker. Back in 2011, water got about 2 feet above that Giant Shield there, making the narrows and the elbow a little bit more treacherous to pass through. Alright, we'll go ahead and speed things up again. Alright guys, straight ahead of the boat now, this is Steamboat Rock. Steamboat Rock was named by Henry Hamilton Bennett. H.H. Bennett used to take his boat, travel up and down the river here, taking photographs of rock formations and naming them by what he thought they looked like. I don't really see a steamboat there. I think H.H. Bennett had a little bit too much river water to drink. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and see if we can wedge the Wild Thing right in here. Referred to as Lover's Lane. If you guys are on board with that someone special, reach around, give them a great big hug, or maybe even a $20 bill. There we go. I knew I should have called this a love boat. Straight ahead of us now, we got a large flight of stairs. Anybody know where those go? Up. They go up. They also go to Chula Vista. Now Chula Vista gets its name from a Spanish origin, meaning pretty view. But of course, we all know what it means in English. Pretty expensive. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and exit Lover's Lane here. Head north to the Bay Area. Now, as I was loading the boat, I got a request from the gentleman in that front row all the way to the right in the gray shirt with the GoPro up there. He said, you know what, Captain Jake, it's a hot summer's day. I don't think rain's quite enough. So how about you cool me off with about 6 power stops in the Bay Area?
Yes, yes.
You know what, sir? I'd love to. This is for you.
Thank you.
I got
Ball
this
play.
feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. Flying up, no ceiling when we in the zone. I got sunshine in my pocket, that good soul in my feet, that hot blood in my body. It drops. Can't take my eyes off it. That's so phenomenally. Working so tight.
This is the northernmost portion of our tour here today. We can't go any further north because it gets pretty shallow up there.
When he's gonna turn around and get everybody's reaction.
There's actually some sandbars up there. You can walk shoreline to shoreline without getting your knees wet. The Bay Area is also the widest portion of the river here today. It's just about 1 mile wide from shoreline to shoreline. And coming up just straight ahead of the boat now, this is Louis Bluff. Louis Bluff was named after Louis Duplessis, who was a French-Canadian Civil War vet who fought for the Union in the Civil War. Louis did live here on the bluff with his 2 wives, not at the same time, of course. Louis' first wife passed away after she was out on the island gathering some fruits and vegetables, and she ate some poisonous mushrooms. Now, Louis' second wife, she didn't fare too well neither. She died of a mysterious head injury. I guess you wouldn't eat the mushrooms. Sorry about that one, guys. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn things around now, head back down the river. This is also the portion of the tour where I'm going to be doing a lot more driving and a lot less talking. Here we go.
Rush just as fast as mine. Pedal to the metal, keep the throttle down all night. And we only get one life. Ain't scared to ride this train. Think a few more, sleep a few stains. Might slam just a little too hard. Might take it just a little too far. Might burn out like a firework, like a shooting star. Something they can talk about, a little story that they won't forget. Long after we ride off into the sunset, baby, ain't scared to ride this train. Think a few more, sleep a few stains. Might slam just a little too hard, might take it just a little too far. Hang on.
Do you have signal out here? I don't know. Oh, there's towers. Well, there are. The battery's about to go down.
Alright guys, one last stop as we head down the river here. Now over to the left, this cliff over here sticking out right above the river. Straight ahead of the boat now. This is Signal Point. Signal Point gets its name from the Native Americans who used to climb up there, light some campfires, send smoke signals, and let travelers of the river know when it was safe to pass. And just across from that, right ahead of the boat, just about now, this is Sunset Cliff. Now Sunset gets its name from us locals here who like to go up there after a hard day's work, watch the sunset over the bay, and enjoy a nice ice-cold six-pack of Coca-Cola. Watch the sunset over the bay. Yeah, we do get a few birds that live over here in Sunset. I don't think they're going to be out today, but they're real small birds. They're known as the Venezuelan cliff and bank swallows. These These birds migrate here to the Dells every summer from Central America and as far south as South America. They'll burrow their nests in this sandstone here, sort of like a woodpecker would a tree. And once they build that, get a hole burrow down that sandstone, they'll go gather mud and build the mud nest inside those holes right there. These birds will also eat 2 to 3 times their own body weight mosquitoes and other insects every day.
Pretty small.
All right, we'll go ahead and continue down the river.
No weeks.
How many times I gotta wipe this off?
Yeah, the guy
He's doing it on purpose now.
All right, guys, we're going to be passing through this no wake
invented it
zone
was a
here
surfer,
one final
so
time.
he was
So
used to
sit
getting
back, relax, take a few selfies, and enjoy the view.
Definitely going back to the front.
Battery's just about done. Should have brought an extra shirt. I should have brought an extra shirt or something.
Now, once we do that, we can finish things off one of two ways. Option number one, we can take things nice and slow back to the dock. Or option number two, we can speed things up one last time. What do you guys say?
Speed it up!
Alright, option number two. Here we go.
Water
Hang on. Alright, you guys have a good time out there today?
I was singing up in
Now I am
there.
going to begin my docking process here in just one moment. I ask that you guys please remain seated. Keep all arms, hands, legs, feet, small children inside the boat until I get the boat docked and tied off. Once we get docked and tied off, we'll then start exiting one row at a time, starting with the front row up there, working our way back. I'm sure you greatly appreciate it.